you know that there are a lot of problems in this world. Whether it be child hunger or obesity, tons of problems everywhere you go. Well, the problem I'm here to talk to you about today is the discrimination, bullying, and outcasting of the LGBTQIAM community. Now, I know that's a lot of letters to understand, and I'll explain to you what they all mean later. Well, you know, it does seem like a lot of jumbled up letters, I do understand that. But I've done a lot of research, and I've got a cumulative idea of what they all mean. And I'm going to tell you what those are now. The L stands for lesbian. Most people know what that means, you know, girl likes another girl. G stands for gay, guy, guy. Or it's also used as a blanket term to describe anybody who likes someone of their own gender. Bisexual, which is B, stands for someone that likes people of both genders. Pansexual is someone who does not care what gender, what race, anything about them. They like them for who they are, not what they are biologically. Q is queer, which is also used as a blanket term. It used to be used as a derogatory term towards anybody in this general community, but now it is used as an accepting term, and people within the community actually use it themselves. T stands for transsexual, which can either be a man who gets turned into a woman or a woman who turns into a man. I stands for intersex, which is someone who has neither part of male or female. A is asexual, which is someone who is usually not attracted to anyone of any gender, any kind at all. And M stands for metrosexual, which is a new term that combines the terms metropolitan and heterosexual, meaning any male who shops a lot, takes a lot of care in his appearance, and all this other stuff. Now, that's a lot of letters, and now that you know what they mean, I'm going to tell you how they get bullied. There are a lot of cases all over of people just pushing them off to the side, treating them different just because they're accepting who they are. Isn't that what we're supposed to do, is accept who we are? In one case in Tennessee, there is a law that states that you are only allowed to use the bathroom that you are biologically or by birth gender-wise. Now, for people who aren't gender conforming or transsexuals, that becomes a problem, because if you dress as a guy, you are like medically a male now, and you want to go use the male bathroom, but you were born a girl, you're not allowed, and you can be fined up to $1,000 or 1 year in jail. That's pretty ridiculous. So why is this still a problem? We all know that bullying is a problem. We all know that it's all a problem, so why are people doing it? I don't understand why people are still treating all these people differently whenever it's 2015. You're supposed to be able to be yourself. You're supposed to be accepting. This isn't the 1940s. Okay, we're supposed to be different now. We're supposed to accept people for who they are. We're not supposed to judge. A case in my own hometown is my own mother. I have a lesbian cousin who my mother will not even accept her in the family or even treat her like she's part of our family just because of who she is. And even at a slumber party I went to one time, this girl was bisexual, and another girl there made a huge scene about how she was not going to sleep with her or even in the same room as her just because of that. It's stuff like this that just drives me insane. I don't understand how we can still do this as a problem. Over 48% of the LGBTQ plus community, which is a shortening term for it, are being bullied every day. Many of them are even scared to go to school because they're being bullied. And it's hard enough in middle school as it is, but on top of being part of this community and trying to be who you are and not being accepted, that just makes it 10 times as bad. And it's just ridiculous that there are kids who are afraid to go to school because they don't want to get bullied, they don't want to get picked on, they just want to be with their friends, they want to be who they are, and nobody's allowing them to do that. There's a 5-year-old boy who was actually, well, a 5-year-old girl I should say, he was born a girl. And at 5 years old, he was already writing his name down as Jacob, and writing down on every paper that he wrote, he would start to write Jacob and then have to erase it because that was not his name. He finally talked to his parents about it and said that he felt like he should be a boy. And so his parents cut his hair, got him boy clothes, but they made him move schools because they knew that people wouldn't be understanding enough for him to stay in the school he was. A 5-year-old. People can't even, when I first heard that, I thought a 5-year-old, he doesn't know what he wants. He's only 5. But then the more I thought about it, I knew when I was 5 years old that I was supposed to be a girl. Did I hang out with guys? Yeah. Did I act like one of the guys? Yeah. But I knew that I was supposed to be a girl. Just like I can understand if there's any girl out there that thinks they're supposed to be a boy, they know by the time they're 5 years old. Most of the gender identities is you have established them in yourself by the time you're 4 or 5. So now that I've told you what the letters stand for, LGBTQIAM, I've told you how they get bullied, how they get discriminated, many cases of it. Now I'm going to tell you why it's a problem. Studies show that 90% of kids who get bullied contemplate depression. They contemplate killing themselves, or they contemplate suicide. They are depressed. As someone who has been bullied, not for those reasons, but I was bullied, I can say that that is a true statement. Many kids, there was a kid in my own high school who got bullied so much every day for coming out and saying he was gay his sophomore year that he almost killed himself on multiple occasions. If we know this is a problem, if we know people shouldn't be bullied, if we know we're supposed to accept people for who we are, why do we still do this? Why are people still pushed to the side, treated differently, just because they want to be who they really are? I don't understand how this is still a problem in 2015 when everyone's supposed to be open to everything.